I'm happy to have this opportunity to talk to you about the innovative work being done by the Department of Religious Education. Our department, located on the grounds of Hellenic College Holy Cross, is charged with producing, locating, and distributing all types of religious education resources for individuals of all ages, parishes, organizations, and anyone who's interested in learning more about the Greek Orthodox faith. For a full listing of what we offer, please log on to religioused.goarch.org, where you'll find our catalog and many other resources available from us. Today, I want to tell you about the brand new edition of God Calls Us, for use in 5th grade Sunday church school classes, that is being rolled out this year. For this new edition, our authors worked from the basic structure of the original textbook. It continues to focus on the great figures of the Old and New Testaments who responded to God's call to faith, holiness, witness, and service. Teachers familiar with the original textbook will see the same Bible stories and lives of saints, but they will also find new material to fill in gaps. For example, we've added a new unit on the ministry of St. Paul to replace the old unit on Great Lent, which is now covered in our zine, Journey Through Great Lent. Importantly, we've added new content that makes the study of the history of our faith more contemporary. When the students learn about Moses and the burning bush and the Hebrew people in Egypt and the Exodus, they will also learn about Christianity in Egypt and the monastery of St. Catherine at Mount Sinai. In the unit on Jesus Christ's life and ministry, we've added material on the Holy Land, so that your students can begin to study the places where Jesus walked and taught, and of course where he suffered his passion and rose from the dead. We're moving away from textbooks and into more manageable booklets. So this new edition of God Calls Us is a series of student booklets following the same units from the original book. This was done to allow the parish to save money by purchasing only the number of booklets needed for that unit, thus sparing the expense of purchasing textbooks that remain unused because of the irregular attendance patterns in so many of our parish church schools. Because the booklets are low in cost, they can also go home, so that parents can get involved with their children's learning. Importantly, we are also rolling out new teacher's guides for each unit using new methodologies. Simply, today's young people learn more when they talk and do instead of read and listen. The new teacher's guides use a life to faith to life approach. Teachers direct student discussion and activity. Students reflect on their everyday lives and experiences at home, church, or school. These become part of the theme of the lesson. Then the students are given tasks to study the Orthodox faith on their own or in groups, usually brief chunks of reading and interactive work. Finally, the student will be invited to integrate the lesson and apply it to their lives in some way, to respond to God's call in their own lives. We've created new stories and vignettes from everyday life to make this point to the student. When God Calls Us was published in 1993, the approach of that textbook made sense for the time. Today's 21st century learners need new approaches. They need to see the world in which they now live, one that is more global and more connected electronically, even as they experience the same Bible passages and celebrate the same saints. Our goal in these new materials is to present this larger world of our church, along with the timeless elements of our faith, to hand forward the Orthodox faith and way of life to another generation.